everybody. I am in my little workshop waiting for my heat press to ping. So when it pings, I shall stop what I'm doing. There it goes. Hang on a second. I've just been doing a customer's order. Wanted a plate that says doorbell. Anyway, what have I been doing? I have been making things. Have I finished showing you? Not the finished Clementine, but this is Clementine with a dress on, with a little dress, and with a bit of lace. I'm just using up what I've got in my drawers. I've got tons of things that need using up. I've given her a little bit of embroidery around the top there. And anyway, I've enjoyed making this. I've still got some, I'm going to make her some little shoes. And I think we might make you something else, a little coat or something. And so, as I say, I've enjoyed it. Now, somebody asked me, do you remember the rabbit that I did? Not the rabbit, the hare, the big hare that I did. I'll put a picture of the hare here. Well, the hare, I don't know why, it's a pattern from Etsy. And it's called Hendrick's the Hare. And I thought it was so nice. I thought I've got to make one. And another viewer asked me about this hare that I had, Hendrick the Hare. He has, I've done it differently from the pattern. The pattern is on Etsy, and I'll put the link down below for Hendrick the Hare as well. It's made from lots of scraps of fabric. Now the way she does it is she sews the fabric by hand, and I found that doing these joints here, I started doing that way, but doing the joints where sewing it by hand was really, really awkward. I think what she did was she took the, how did she do it? I think she took the base, she made the basic rabbit, basic hare, and then she sewed scrap pieces to the basic hare. I figured it would be better to take the patterns and zigzag, you can see zigzag, can you see? Zigzag the fabric onto the basic pattern piece and then sew it together. So that's been zigzag, and then sew it down. I've done the same on the arms. Don't know if you can see they've been zigzagged as well. Just show, yes, it's been zigzagged. The eyes are buttons, some buttons that I had. The ears are meant to be white, and I decided to colour them with, the backs are white, you can see the back is white, but the front has wire in it, and I painted them with a bit of acrylic. I just sloshed some acrylic paint on to get that kind of colour on it. On the back, I hand sewed the ears in place because that would have been awkward trying to machine sew it. But I love it. The kids love it. I think they've been playing with it so much that I think I really need to redo some of these joints and things. But this is Hendrick the Hare, and I'll put, as I say, I'll put the link down below for you to see how you can get it from Etsy. I've been getting fabric from my favourite shop, Pound Fabrics, and I've spent $33.99, and I bought 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 metres, and I've got some nice little cheap bargainy stuff. So let me show you what I got. I think I've got a purpose for everything. Some white polyester variegated polyviscose jersey. It's a very thin, you can't really see very well there, but it's a very thin fabric. It's like a t-shirt fabric, and I think the plan is to make some t-shirts for the summer. So some t-shirts to wear under shirts. So that's 3 metres of that. It cost me £1 a metre, so that's £3 for 3 metres. Wasn't going to argue with that. The second one I got was black and beige paisley knit fabric. I got 2 metres of it, and this is the paisley fabric, black and beige. It was £3.50 a metre, and I'm quite liking these black colours. I've always been a black person. I thought that might look nice with the red beads or some red earrings and some red to trim it up with. And to make a dress and to make something that I could wear in the summer and in the winter. So that's another one. The third one is, I wasn't sure about this one. It's a leafy paisley jersey fabric. They had a ruler on it, and I wondered if the pattern was too big, but I think I'll still get away with it. got 2 meters, 350 a meter, and this is what it looks like. I think it goes that way. Goes that way. So this is what it looks like here. Again, I thought a dress or just something. There's only 2 meters, so I've got to make it a fairly. I've got to trim corners with it. So we'll have to see what that turns out like. Then I got, this one was another in the sale. This is Yellow Flowers cotton jersey fabric. It was £5 a metre. And again, I figured that might make a nice, excuse me, that would make a nice dress. Pound fabrics. And the last one I bought, I had patterns allocated to all of these, but I can't remember what the pattern, the joys of getting older, you can't remember what you bought them for. This one here is black crinkle effect polyester crepe, and this is, that's it there, it's black, jet black, it's quite light, and I figured a nice blouse to wear over, or a nice shirt. I quite fancy something to go, maybe it's this kind of pattern, Simplicity 9952. I have got a cotton I'm going to make. I've got this out and ready to sew, so this will be made up. I'm going to use what fabrics I have, and if I like it then I might go to a linen, because I haven't got any linens, so I might turn to linen. But I thought I'd try that black as well. And then I went and I saw an offer on eBay. Saw this offer on eBay and I thought, right, I'm going to get it. And what did I get? Let's get the paper out. Where's the paper? Here. This was from the Fabric Merchant, and I got 2 meters at £5.99, and I just thought the colour was lovely. I quite fancy a nice stripy t-shirt, and I thought this was lovely. A nice. Do you remember I made a black and white t-shirt where I had a tie pull up the side? Well, I quite fancy doing something similar to that, and I just thought that would make a nice t-shirt. I've got 2 meters, £5.99 a metre, so I spent £13.97 on this. So I should have some left over. Could always do something else with the remainder of the fabric, so watch this space. So that's the fabric that I bought. I did start making a pattern up and I didn't like it. I'm not happy with it. So I think it was the pattern that, the very old-fashioned one that had the deep armholes. It'll look lovely on somebody who's got no bust, but with me having a bust, it just kind of didn't, it gaped at the side. It didn't look right. So thankfully the bottom skirt, I think the top's going to be disposed of. The bottom skirt is a gathered skirt. I'm going to take the whole of the gathers out. It gives me 2 massive rectangular panels, and I'm going to make a jumper out of it, or a sweatshirt or something. But disappointing about that. But these things happen, you see, when you make clothes. Unfortunately, if you go to try clothes on, you'll go to a shop and you'll try them on and you go, oh, that's not me, put it back. But that's the downside of sewing. You make something, it looks lovely on the pattern, you think, I'll try it, and put it all together, and you've wasted, the number of times I've regretted wasting fabric, but especially when I was a young girl and I couldn't afford to buy much, and you bought fabric and it just looked awful when you finish it, and you thought, oh golly, I've wasted all that money. So yes, I have been to quite a few things, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to modify where possible. Now, do you remember I did a vlog about how I did this sweatshirt? This was the one that I'd made, and it was very boringly plain grey, and I wanted to spark it up a bit. So I did a vlog to show you how to do this. I also did it with an orange one. I'll put the link up there for the orange one. And one of my viewers got in touch with me. I made something similar to that, and she said, I'll show you a picture if you'd like me to send it to you. And I said, great. She sent it to me, and it's really nice, because what she'd done, she'd bought a panel of fabric with pictures on. They were like little 6, I think it was 6 panels, and then she put it into the sweatshirt, and then sewed round all the 6 panels, and then cut those 6 panels out, and so she had 6 little panels there. She sent me the picture, and I said I'd put it up for her. I've forgotten who she is, so I put her name up there so you can see who it is. And also another lady got in touch with me. What did she say? I tried to answer your messages when I do a YouTube, and you all send me messages, and I try to answer them, and I'm sorry, sometimes I read them all, but sometimes I never get round to answering them. I'll put your name up here. She said she'd made her great-granddaughter an octopus, and I said, oh, are you going to send me the picture to let me see the octopus? And she sent the picture, and this was the octopus she made. And I asked her if she made it from the pattern or did she make it up herself. She said she made it from a pattern. Didn't say which pattern it was, but it just shows you. I was telling you about the rabbit and about the Clementine the cat, and how you can make these lovely little animals for your grandchildren. So there you can see the octopus that she's made. Isn't it lovely? And then I came across another one. This was a free pattern, and I'll put the link down below for this free pattern. This is a one called Cuddle Bunny, approximately 28 centimeters seated, and it is a pattern, free pattern. I printed it off on PDF, gives you all the pattern pieces, and I thought that was rather nice, that Cuddle Bunny. So if you want that pattern, I'll put the link below, and you can get that, download that pattern to make a Cuddle Bunny. In case you've missed it, I've just put up a vlog on a scarf that I've made using scrap fabric and with lots of ties, and how you tie it together just for around your neck. I've also done, I'm in the process of doing another vlog so you can see another scarf that I've made, but I'm going to keep that secret until I put it together. So there you go, that I'm going to love you and leave you, and catch you next time. Bye.